Hello everyone, I hope and I believe you all are doing great. This is Dr. Arya, your pathology faculty. Now we will be studying about the appendix. From appendix, you may get a very short note or you may get a short note, not more than that. So, the normal anatomy, it is a normal blind extended tubular structure. See this figure? It is a narrow blinded ended tubular structure that opens into your cecum and your ileocecal wall. Contains your lymphoid tissue. Then you have the definition of acute appendicitis, that is, there is inflammation of appendix due to the luminal obstruction. Now see, the obstruction can be due to any of the cause. It can be due to any of the fecal matter. It can be due to any of the structural anomalies. It can be due to any hemorrhage, right? So these are the things that can be there. Now see, what I was talking about is the etiology. Obstruction of fecaliths, that is your fecal matter. It is most common. Then you have lymphoid hyperplasia and foreign body and parasites. If I talk about the pathogenesis, first what happens is there is luminal obstruction. So what happens is you are having your appendix, then there will be luminal obstruction due to any of the cause, like let's say it is due to your fecalith contamination. Okay. Now what will happen? There will be increase in the intramural pressure. Obviously, see what I have told you to remember that example every day, that your four-way traffic was getting merged to your one-way traffic. Similarly, if there will be a lot and lot of fecal matter that is getting collected, a lot and lot of fecalith that is getting collected, now what will happen? My muscles or my organs of that region will try to stretch. There will be increased intraluminal pressure. As a result of which, what will happen? There will be venous congestion and there will be ischemia. Next, it can be due to any of the bacterial invasions, like there can be inflammation, there can be necrosis. Next, you are having is the morphology. So in the morphology, you need to remember the gross, you are having congested, swollen and purulent on serosa. In the microscopy, I am able to see neutrophilic infiltrates. In the late, I am able to see necrosis and gangrene and perforation. What are the clinical features? There will be pain in the periumbilical regions. That is your right iliac fossa, that is called as your McBurney's point. There will be nausea, vomiting, fever, tenderness, rebound pain, and leukocytosis. What are the complications? There will be perforation which leads to peritonitis, abscess formation, and 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗵 means there is infection of the blood. Then you have the chronic appendicitis. In chronic appendicitis, you are having recurrent mild attacks of appendiceal inflammation. Then fibrosis and lymphoid hyperplasia in the wall. What are the tumors of appendix you have? The tumors that you have is the carcinoid tumor, that is your most common. It arises from your enterochromaffin cells. Enterochromaffin cells, you need to remember this. They are usually present at the tip of the appendix and produce serotonin. You are having mucinous cyst adenoma. In the special type, I am having granulomatous appendicitis that may mimic the Crohn's disease. Now, how the diagnosis will be made? The diagnosis will be made clinically plus laboratory. In the imaging, what I will give? I will give USG and CT scan. Okay. So, the treatment is obviously you have to remove that. So, you have to do the appendectomy. You have to do the, I'll write it for you properly. You have to do the appendectomy. And tommy everywhere means to cut. Then you need to give the patient antibiotics. Why? You need to give the patient antibiotics so that the infections cannot reoccur. The chances of recurrence of that infections are less. So I guess we are done with this chapter. See, this is a very small topic, and I think we are done with the GIT also. If you have any sort of doubt, please don't hesitate. Please feel free to ask me. Please feel free to DM me. Thank you so much.